Sorry.
Raphael.
I mean, honestly.
We can do this.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down.
Hey, it's me, I'm back here with Fire Emblem Three Houses, our Verdant Wind Assassin's Only Run.
2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's New Dawn.
Alrighty, stop talking. Clearly, this is not going to talk for a bit, and I'm going to be easily able to
With the
narrate.
destruction of Shambhala, the ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered.
Wow.
However,
Way to put a
Rhea
bow on
has
it.
suffered grievous
Little
injuries in
rainbow.
the process.
Mmm.
Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
Oh, so she's doing alright then. She's not like on death's door like Manuela made it seem. Manuela, exaggerating and such. So this'll be our monastery day for the month, and what with the world at peace, it should be really chill and easy and everything, right? Oh, right, I was expecting a birthday for some reason, but nope, yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna talk about stuff today. Hi.
Sorry to interrupt your rest,
I like how we went outside for this.
but there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer.
I could have sworn they said you were confined to your room, actually.
Rhea, I have to ask. You're the Immaculate One, aren't you? If what I'm thinking is correct, that's what the Children of the Goddess is referring to. In other words, you...
I am the last child of the progenitor god. A long time ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization.
Wait, does that mean that she didn't actually make the humans?
But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the
I guess that
progenitor
makes sense,
god
because there are humans
and
elsewhere in the world.
engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated.
In Fodlan, you mean?
I believe that those who slither in the dark are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground during that time.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god
Passing
an
down their stories, I guess.
astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the holy tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the holy tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him.
He went and decided it was time to kill some folks. Make Xanadu a different color.
Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood. I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren.
I mean, I get that.
I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fodlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fodlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailtean Plains.
That's pretty
and
putting
I
it
took
lightly.
back the sword of the Creator.
Well, let me get this straight.
Stabbed him over and over.
Saros is you? You're kidding me, right?
This is not be the time for that, Claude.
Professor, Claude.
Not even someone like
there's
her.
something you need to hear right away.
Who loves her secrets.
If you have something to
Please.
report, do so at once. There is no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east.
Oh?
They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
Oh. I wonder if it has anything to do with that stuff we were just talking about.
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed.
That's funny, we were just there.
Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Oh golly.
Damn it. Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
We should have been more thorough. I was too focused on where we were gonna hang the cat poster.
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of
Oh my
Verdant.
god, they're moving so fast!
Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
Oh boy.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Oh man, one time he takes to battle in this game, we don't even get to fight with
You
him.
mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
What a coincidence. The sword of the Creator. God, where did I put that?
Possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
Okay,
A
neat.
weapon that resembles the sword of the Creator.
And the Crest of Flames, yeah.
And banner bearing the crest of flames.
This is very unusual
There
timing.
is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
That's weird, that's that guy you just told us you killed.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
I don't know, it's the Crest of Flames blood hasn't helped me all that much. I've been killed very easily many times.
Blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the holy tomb, didn't he?
And did some blood rites on him stuff. Huh. Too bad Gerald's dead. We could have asked him about it.
From the blood of the progenitor
It's kind of that was
god,
something he was into.
Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the sword of the Creator.
I mean, that's just icky, and you'd think it would rot
The
eventually.
sword of the creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood
It's
and
like-
hearts of the progenitor
It's like
gods.
half of this game's lore is explained in this one cutscene.
Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites.
Well,
Crest
sort
stones,
of.
And the hero's
With
relics.
her children
I
were
can't
like
believe those
effectively
who slither
humans
in, the dark
in
made
some
them
ways.
all. And after that, Nemesis used the sword of the creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren.
Messed up.
How atrocious.
It's very disturbing,
But
isn't
I
it?
don't get it. The sword of the creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone.
Yes, well, the answer to that one is even more disturbing.
So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor. After I battled with Nemesis as Saint Seros, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that.
all right.
I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more.
I'm very sorry, Claude, for even suggesting that your crack about looks like we don't have time the luxury for an excavation was an understatement. That was nothing compared to what Rhea just said. I had to do some questionable things. Pro tip to all you aspiring necromancers out there. If at any juncture, any of your plans in business or in life have anything to do with experimenting on a pregnant woman and her unborn child without their consent and knowledge that they'd be alright, you are in the wrong. Golly. You placed her heart in me?
Yes. I believed that if I could resurrect my mother,
How would it even fit
I could regain all
in
that
me
had been
when I was a
lost.
baby?
So, that's the truth of
Even
it.
just the crest stone would have been pretty big.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, She merely gave you her power.
You've got some Oedipus complex to work through, my friend.
My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all.
Okay. I guess you're saying there's no chance we might be able to reason with him?
Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
I mean, I'll try diplomacy first. I'll roll persuasion. My charisma is like 40-something. Oh my god, his charisma might be higher. I don't know what stat would count as wisdom in this game. Res, maybe? Well, that was a neat conversation. Not much to worry about, though, for the freedom of Fodlan. Is it just level 42? Oh, well, I'll be there. Lowest levels are 41. Most of us are level 42. Shambhala has fallen, but a mysterious army has emerged from its ruins, bearing the crest of flames on its banner. Leading this force is Nemesis, the King of Liberation. Presumed dead for 1,000 years. Presumed dead for 1,000 years. It's a hilarious sentence. Okay. Or phrase. Righty, I've replenished my battalions. And let's go walk around the monastery and talk to people and stuff. Ooh, anyone else we want to try for assassin? Let's give Hammond another go, shall we? I believe in you this time. Come on, 70% chance you won't miss 2 of those in a row, will ya? Booyah! Nice work, Hanneman. Excellent job. You can keep the swanky coat, though. It looks pretty great.
Of course I
Oh, wow.
I am a scholar.
So much to think about. Turns out, oopsie, this sword made of bone, and I used to be kinda god, 4 god left. And oopsie poopsie, we've all been fighting with bones. Oh no. But on August 31st, we'll counterattack the mysterious army. A mysterious army is closing in and its leader resembles King Nemesis. It resembles. Thought to have died a millennium ago. Defend the monastery. Okay, cool. Sounds easy. And put an end to Fodlan's bloodstained history and stuff. So, in terms of supports, I'm going to do something slightly... oh, never mind. We have his A support with Shamir already. Perfect. Because what I wanted to do was have this support up to max by the end. But because I'm going to do a support theater at the end of this month, where we're, you know, ending Fodlan's bloodstained history, I figured we want the A support before then so we could have the A+ support during that support theater. But since we already have it, let's watch it right now before we carry on. I didn't turn off the clicking. Sorry about that.
Raphael?
She did it!
All right. That went better than I thought. You make funny sounds when you're scared.
I wasn't scared. Forget that happened. Still, I'm impressed. You managed to sneak up on me. Not many can do that.
It's because I practiced that in, out breathing you showed me. I practiced until I passed out. It was worth it, though. I've been able to get real close to enemies lately without them noticing.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
I think I pretty much got it figured out. Sneaking up on you is a good sign.
Absolutely.
True. To be honest, I didn't think you had it in you.
What do you mean, to be honest? You said that to his face.
I never thought you'd be able to suppress that unbearably palpable presence of yours. I respect anyone who could learn so much in such a short period of time. You might even be ready for a recon mission.
Recon? With you? And me? Together?
Why the surprise? I said you were ready.
Wow! I never thought I'd get to go scouting with you. I guess that practice really is paying off. Whoa! Was that a smile?
That's the more impressive skill of the two, is that you were able to make her smile.
Calm down, Raphael. Are you really that excited to go with me?
Sure he is. Listen to him.
Your presence may have dimmed, but your emotions are hitting me like a tidal wave.
Oh, sorry. Is there a way to breathe and hide those too?
No. That requires different training. From someone else. I'll keep you informed about the recon mission.
Okay, great. Looking forward to it.
Him sneaking up on her for real this time was everything I always wanted. Shame it happened right at the beginning. I wasn't even ready for it. It blew by too fast. Nevertheless, let's go talk to everybody.
Hi.
Monastery Day.
Hi.
Of course. Right, yeah. Hi.
Hey, you.
Hey. Petra.
I can feel a weight in the air. It is different from before. I do not know this Nemesis person, except what I have been reading.
Oh, that's weird that you'd be able to read about someone in a history book and then meet them.
But I am not of Fodlan. My knowledge of this person is very little. Even so, I feel that I can understand it. I know that our enemy has great strength. I am feeling great fear for this battle.
Don't worry, Petra. I know you can handle it. I'm scared too.
You have fear too?
Always.
You do not look like you do. I have gratitude. I mean, I am grateful that you told me.
Hey, well, no problem. Since we're all gonna die, we may as well be honest with each other. No, I mean, I'm scared, but we'll may pull through somehow or something. Bernie!
The King of Liberation? The Fell King? His name is Nemesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was hidden away for over 1,000 years.
Well.
Wow. That's a really long time all to himself.
I'm not sure he was doing much conscious thought during that time.
That doesn't make him worth admiring, no matter how much I envy him.
I guess you're right there. You'd like to be a shed away for 1,000 years?
Maybe. Is that a trick question?
No? Just a little curious, if nothing else, I guess. 1,000 years is a long time. I'm not sure there's much I'd like to do for 1,000 years. Gardening! Yes, let's have some Oh, wow. One of the few times we didn't actually get any ambrosia. Well, if we're ending Fodlan's bloodstained history, I guess it doesn't really matter much to plant any new seeds. I don't imagine we'll be back at the monastery for our story mission here. I think we're gonna spend... Oh, wow, we get 5 free days? Holy crap. Is this like the only time that happens? It's certainly rare anyway. I think we do 4 battle days. So we really want to stock up as much as we can on crafting resources before we leave this time. Because we're not going to have too many chances to get more. Hello, smithing stone. Speak the devil. And a fish. Another fish. Happy and Dorothy are hanging out here.
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't.
I
When
know.
can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
Well, according to Rhea, this will be the last time for realsies this time. Unless they had... Nemesis has someone in a mini fridge somewhere who's going to wake up and be like, "Ah, you killed Nemesis! Revenge!" Let's end it with the next battle.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale.
Yeah, I probably should have known that was the worst. Dorothy is much too much of a realist.
I want to make this
For
a
that
world
one to have
where
been the
there's
right
no
answer.
fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
I want that also. Happy. Are you alright?
Nope. That's why I'm meditating.
Oh, sorry.
Just when I think the war is over, it starts right back up again. This is the second time that's happened. Meditating is all I can do to hold myself together right now.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Do you want a fishing float?
That come in handy. Thanks.
Okay, good. I did just pull out the first thing that was in my pocket and give it to you, but I'm glad you liked it. We're happy. I feel safe when the professor is around. Oh, that's very sweet. You shouldn't. I'm made of god blood, and gods in this series don't tend to be safe.
Thought
Hi.
I'd be able to move a lot of merchandise with a big sale to commemorate the beginning of the new age of peace. But until you've taken care of Nemesis, I'm just going to have to maintain my usual prices.
I'm sorry. At least you get a month to advertise this sale. Hear ye, hear ye! In a month, we'll have a big sale to mark the end of the war, which will definitely end in a month. Want to hire a battalion? No, no, no. Battalions are useless. I never use them. Howdy, howdy, you're gonna be busy soon. Sorry to inform you. Thanks for the free sample. Is this finally the end?
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
I sure hope so. Yeah, I guess you've been taking losses to cover everyone. Cover some people that you've mentioned previously. It seems that they're right. This is the same as always. See if we can get that one last valuable secret quest done before the end of this. A seraph robe. I wonder who that would be for. To drop the veil for a moment, the interwebs say that 69 actually is her max health, but I don't know if that can be compounded with the health plus 5 ability. I think it probably can, because if you're at the max otherwise, it starts showing as green, right? So in theory, a seraph robe would be awesome for Happy. I could give her up to 74. Of course, she may level up once before we get all those bits, but something to think about.
Professor?
Hi!
Professor! I just have to say thanks. For
Oh,
everything.
no problem.
I'm
Likewise.
on high alert today, so don't you worry about a thing.
Okay, cool. If you could just keep that up for like a month-ish till this Nemesis nonsense is over.
This mysterious military force approaching Garrick Mach. Is it true that Nemesis is with them?
Oh, tough question. Yeah!
It was Nemesis who led the 10 elites against St. Saros. It's the stuff of legend. But this time, he won't have the 10 elites on his side. Right? He won't, right?
Wow, Lauren's been busy.
We must run! Defeat is not an option! Give it everything you've got!
Okay, please try your best. Take those monsters out! We shall emerge victorious, my family!
I thought there was no reason to fight anymore. That was a bit naive, I suppose.
Most of us thought that.
I guess it'll be a while longer before I can see my family again. But it's worth it for the sake of Fodlan's future.
Thank you very much for your bravery and continued service. Lawrence, hello.
A sudden invasion from Nemesis has plunged the Alliance territories into complete disarray.
Indeed.
Against such overwhelming strength, my father and his forces had no choice but to retreat.
Well, I'm happy he got out of there alive. I'm glad he survived.
It was certainly prudent for him to avoid a fruitless death. But as things stand, he will not leave much of an impression on history. So, that falls
Is that really
to
what you
me.
care about?
I will do all that I can for the future of Fodlan and the glory of House Gloucester.
I mean, it'd be pretty hard for you not to go down into history books after striking down Nemesis a second time, after he learned from his first one. Really, it's harder on us than it was on Saros.
A turning point in history can also be a chance for profit. At least that's what I thought. But it's not working out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Now we have Nemesis to contend with.
Ah!
We can't catch a break.
Rats, eh?
For our sake, please be victorious.
Okay.
If you lose, everything we've worked so hard for will have been for nothing.
Well, I mean, Nemesis is just after Saros, I'm pretty sure. Probably would just go back to being chill bandit in the woods somewhere once he's got her. But yeah, no, I'll try not to die at everything. Oh, poor Happy. I feel so bad. She didn't have to be anywhere near this. She was perfectly content. Well, not perfectly content, but she was... Now for her friendship, she's gonna fight. Well, not just for Happy's friendship, but because she cares about people on the surface and everything. All the wolves, really. Could have been way safer down there.
Hey, Professor. Have you heard from Claude? He says he's gonna throw a feast if we win the battle.
But I respect them to make their own
Clean out
choices.
the stores.
That sounds great.
So I'm super motivated to win. I'm gonna train every muscle I got.
Okay.
I'm coming for you, Nemesis. I'm coming for you, Feast.
Good job motivating yourself. It's a very powerful skill in the right hands. Or mouth.
Just when we think we're in the clear, the legendary Fell King resurrects. Who'd have thought it?
I know, first we're trying to resurrect God, then we resurrect the person who's using God's bones as a weapon. It's just one heck of a Tuesday, huh?
Can you handle this getting any weirder?
Yeah, probably a little bit. In fact, I could even go for it being a bit weirder, if I'm honest. I think when Nemesis shows up, he should have an elephant for a head. I can sympathize with you.
I don't know how much of this Nemesis guy is a legend, and how much is true, but I know this. I mean, I'll still fight like I want to die, because that's worked so far. And why change at this late date, right?
Yeah, probably. Good call. If it ain't broke, no one's died. Student.
Javelins of light that destroyed
Knight.
Fort Mercius.
General.
They are what destroyed Shambhala. They were trying to shroud the city in darkness. Perhaps they were planning to swallow us up in that same darkness.
I mean, I can't think of any other good reasons they would want to blow themselves up.
Maybe the Javelins of light were a signal to Nemesis, to awaken him from his long slumber.
That seems unwise. How would they have shot them so close to him in that case?
What do you think, Professor?
I think you're way off the mark.
Oh, really? Maybe I got a couple of things wrong, but I thought I was pretty close.
Just seems like they wouldn't drop a missile beside him to wake him up. I assume he woke up because... Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I was about to say he woke up because of the light, but then maybe that was what they were trying to do. Sorry, Ferdinand, I want to take it back and say that you were
If
right.
we keep up this momentum, we will be able to take down Nemesis.
You gotta...
and
that makes
restore
sense.
peace in Fodlan.
Wait, can I tell him the other thing?
Javelins of... They were trying...
Nah, sorry, Ferdinand. Have this legend of chivalry. I feel bad for just telling you were stupid and wrong to your face when actually that makes a lot of sense. And you thought real hard about it.
No.
Look, I can feel however I want to feel, alright? I'm gonna fight a guy who has god blood. Don't walk away from me. Fine. Hi, churchgoer.
Lady Rhea was injured. How could such a thing happen?
Are you familiar with the concept of ICBMs?
Wasn't she supposed to be resting? I can't believe
Supposed
she
to
put
be.
herself in danger by going into battle in
Well,
that state.
Man, I wish you had been there to tell her.
Oh, goddess. Please save Lady Rhea.
Trying my best over here, guy. You also asking stuff of me, huh? Whatever. Hi.
Nothing but unsettling news lately. One crisis after another. My fellow soldiers all seem strangely calm about it.
Probably just putting on brave faces.
Perhaps it's just because we all believe in you so much. With you around, we know everything will work out.
I hope to live up to your image of me. Anyway, seems doubtful at the moment. But you know, I've pulled off stranger odds in the past.
We thought we'd taken down the mastermind of this war, and then the Fell King Nemesis shows up. Well, no matter what evil creatures we have to face, this old soul will keep defending Garreg Mach.
They're only like 40. Well, I guess medieval times, that's kind of old, but you're alright, Eloise.
Not only Garreg Mach, though. Also Lady Rhea.
Oh.
Also, you.
Oh,
I think
thank you.
Gerald would be saying the same kind of thing if he were here right now.
I think if he were here right now, he'd be 6 kinds of hungover, or he'd be out on the battlefield taking down Nemesis already.
Did you hear? Our enemy is Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I think I was one of the first people they told, not to brag.
It sounds crazy, but there's no laughing it off.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't really help.
We must make our move before they reach the monastery.
Will do. I mean, we can let them draw a little closer and stuff. What's in between Hirutan territory, or the Great Bridge of Murden and here? It's like House...
Right.
Gloucester, and that's all. Yeah, right. And they already retreated, so, like, whatever. It's cool.
That's when I thought bringing the Empire down would end the war. You had to fight where? Against
Bullmen. Underground.
Everyone's all abuzz again. Could another conflict already be looming?
Does feel that way. Why has this person got, like, the main antagonist profile picture? You weak, pitiful creature. 1,000 suns will burn out before you defeat me. Like, what's that about?
Will this war ever end?
We'll see. Felix, please, you must survive.
The Fell King Nemesis. I imagine he'll be a worthy opponent.
Desperately trying to talk Felix out of it. You're 20 levels below the requested level. Please don't do it, young one.
How many foes have tasted my blade? He will be an excellent finale.
So you're gonna hang up murdering after this? Neat.
We will be victorious, Professor.
Okay. Calm down. Sorry. Yes, we will.
Splendid. Let's do it.
Calm down. What a ridiculous thing to say. Dude, it's just the person who killed God and slaughtered all of our kids, right? Covered the entire canyon red with their blood. Turned their bones into axes and stuff, alright? Relax, it's not a big deal.
I can hardly believe we're going to go up against Nemesis. Unfortunately, my doubt won't change the situation.
Guess you're right about that.
There's nothing for it but to prepare for battle.
Aye aye!
We must protect Lady Rhea.
And I'll try!
Shambhala is destroyed. But are they vanquished entirely, I wonder?
Well, based on where this army is coming from, it seems we missed a few.
Just as Kranya took Monica's form. Perhaps there are some others living above ground.
Could be. Still haven't heard much from Cornelia. Quite possibly.
Once this battle is over, I still have much to
You're gonna go kill them all yourself?
But right now, I should focus on the task at hand, on Nemesis.
Roger that.
As long as Nemesis stands, both my future and the future of Fodlan hang in the balance.
I think I agree. Well, I mean, again, he's probably mostly after Zeros, but whatever. Claude!
Hey, Teach!
Hey, final battle. Chill stuff, isn't it? Here again in the classroom. How many years has it been since we met here? 6 or something like that? That sounds right. Well, actually, we met over in a village that was being hit by like 7 bandits, but this is where we were properly introduced anyway.
What a magnificent tale. It's enough to make your head spin. Rhea's real identity is Saint Seros. The one who attacked us was Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
Well, the one who attacked us like just now over in Rim territory and stuff.
On top of that, you've got the heart of the goddess in you. My flabber is completely gasted right now.
Don't get more gasted than this.
But now isn't the time for standing around in disbelief. Nemesis has made it this far for a reason. If we aren't victorious, that's it for Fodlan's new dawn. The world will be forever shrouded in darkness.
Feels like we've been standing on the edge of a knife since the day I met you, Claude.
This is the final battle. Finally. My friend, please give it your all out.
You know I will. When have I ever not? When have I ever let you down and performed subparly in the slightest? Please don't bring up the Constance Paralogue, the Happy Paralogue, or the Ferdinand Paralogue, or indeed any mission where I didn't clear it with all 10 pulses. Don't do it, Claude. Claude, you're gonna be alright. Your dodge is like 120 now. Even if Edelgard comes back to life and blows up the school again, rubble could fall like right on you. Like the entire roof could fall. And you would find a way through it. Don't even ask me how. Oh, the rest of us would die, though, for sure. So, yeah, please protect us, sir. I'd be happy to be fine. The rubble would bounce off her chiseled physique. I'm so angry!
I try not to think about what would happen if Lady Rhea were harmed. I can't bear the thought of it. I'm not sure why the Fell King Nemesis picked right now to come back to life, but it makes me angry, that's for sure. Let's kick him back down into the dirt where he belongs.
Righty. I think he does better in mini fridges than the dirt, but didn't bring his mini fridge with him, so we can't be blamed for that.
Ghosts rising up from the ancient ruins.
I know. Fodlan just gets weirder and weirder.
No matter how hard we push back, they don't stop coming. They're persistent. I'll give them that.
It does really just... It's like, and then there were ghosts. It's a lot going on.
Everyone in Fodlan's united, but the what's-our-faces in the dark or whatever won't let up. Let's get rid of them right away.
Right. Let's do it.
We gotta get some training in so we can crush
I was thinking that exact same thing myself.
Time, but I'm afraid we won't win if we don't train.
4 training days, Caspar. We'll have so many levels it'll be crazy. You may not. Well, you'll probably get a few. As I bring you as an adjutant and stuff.
Professor.
Hi.
I thought the fighting was over, but it seems I will have the honor of fighting beside you a while yet.
Oh, likewise. I love your silly hat with the flower.
I may just be a humble soldier, but I will give everything I have for the defense of Fodlan.
Very kind of you. Look at Annie and Mercy over here together.
Oh, is Lady Rhea okay?
She was quite weakened to start, and then she took all those heavy injuries.
Yeah, no, I mean, she was up and walking around and talking and stuff, but everyone's talking like she's gonna die.
I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea passes away like this?
Someone will have to become Archbishop. They haven't found a suitable replacement yet, I think. Would you like to do it, Nanette? We'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
I suppose you're right. Come what may, we should all combine our talents and defend the peace of Fodlan.
It's a good place to start. You know, defending the world from ghost bandits and stuff.
We went through all that trouble to finish the war, and now we have to fight again?
I know, you and Annette are both going through the ringer.
What does this Nemesis fellow have against Garreg Mach anyway?
So, he was angry that God was like gatekeeping technology and power and stuff, and he was a bandit because he was sort of a disadvantaged bandit guy, and so he was all like, "Screw you!" And so he took Saros's mom's bones and made them into a sword and killed all of Saros's family, and I mean like blended them. And so Saros was like, "That's not cool with me. That has violated my sort of personal space and my tenets, sort of, the whole turning everyone into paste thing." So she went up to Nemesis and was like, "Consider this, stabbity, 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 stab. Now you're all caught up." A vendetta.
A vendetta against Garreg Mach? That doesn't make much sense at all. At any rate, I'll do what I can to defend the monastery and Lady Rhea.
Thank you, Mercedes. We'll need all of you, or at least 12 of you, to handle it. Roughly 12 of you, anyway. And I think I'm part of the 12, so roughly 11 of you.
Just when we thought we made it to the end, another enemy approaches. Can we be sure this battle is the last one?
It's a JRPG. They love to have like 6 final bosses and like 12 secret super bosses. This is it, I think.
I think you're right. Just a little further to the end. Come on, Professor. We have to win.
Give it a go. I mean, you know, it's not the end of war always, but it'll be the end for us for now, I guess.
Once Lady Rhea is fully recovered, she will resume her role as the Archbishop of the Church.
Oh, good. Seth was saying all this stuff like, you'll have to do it. And I was like, nah, man, no, she's fine.
Once she's in her rightful place, we'll need a sovereign to lead all of Fodlan.
Say what now? Sorry, what? Who?
I think you or Claude would be ideal.
Oh, yeah, right, because there's still the matter of kingdoms, and I guess mostly the Alliance now. Well, I'll pass it on to Claude. I think you or Claude will be ideal. What a casual way to throw out such a huge responsibility. Arcane Crystal? Yay! Less money I have to spend. There's a note. Oh, wow. Something about an ancient ghost warrior bandit with red eyes rising from the grave and rampaging over our entire country has someone set ill at ease. I trip all the time, but what if I trip on the battlefield? Will I die? I'm probably gonna die. Focus on what you'll do if the enemy trips instead. You should wear shoes with better traction. There's no mercy on the battlefield. Oh! Don't blame her. Focus on what you'll do if the enemy trips instead. Yeah, there we go. Shoot them! Aw, Bernie trips all the time? That's adorable. And I'm so sorry that that's giving you anxiety. I'm sorry I led with that's adorable. That's really not that's gross. I trip all the time because I'm gangly and uncoordinated, if it's any consolation. Ignots! Reading up before this last battle.
You got the gist of it from Claude. Those who slither in the dark. They seem to be descended from humans who were forced deep underground after the goddess defeated them.
Is that right?
I thought you knew.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Yes, that's what I heard from Claude. They were trying to wipe out the goddess and her followers in hopes of taking back the surface. That's why they called themselves saviors. To their mind, they were.
True. I mean, they did sort of do a lot of missling people who claim to be saviors, but that's probably the less said about that, the better. Hanneman!
Shambhala. An underground city with an entirely different lineage than
Are you
goddess?
about to say that this would be an excellent research opportunity?
Strange
Sorry, my beard is so itchy today.
Driven by a source totally alien to the crest that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all. Very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge. Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy?
I think they were forced underground when they lost against God and stuff. I don't know that they were like, oh yeah, underground, good for the skin. Well, I don't know.
I intend to carry out multiple excavations around the city. There is so much to learn.
Okay.
Yet,
as long as you don't disrupt the chocolate milk bar.
The king who has defied time. Yes, the excavations can wait, I think.
Strongly agree.
So we're defending Fodlan's future, huh? Kinda makes my mercenary ambitions feel pretty small.
But at the same time, who could pass down one of the mercenaries who brought down Nemesis? So if anything else, this is excellent for the resume.
So I'll think about my promise to Captain Gerald to protect you instead. That'll be my reason to fight.
Thanks, Leonie. Thank you.
If I can get you through this in one piece, that's just as good as defending Fodlan's future, isn't it?
Is it? That's really sweet.
I just hope he's watching.
I'm sure he is. Even if not literally, I'm sure he died knowing that you would protect me.
My big brother challenged Nemesis. He knew he couldn't win.
Did he?
He just did it so that his friends could escape. He emerged from the battle with a terrible injury. It's a miracle he didn't die.
A lot of that going around these days. I'm glad he made it.
Yes, me too. Dying to save someone else seems to defeat the purpose. I wouldn't do it. He's alive, and in spite of myself, I'm really proud of him.
He's a good dude, as far as I can see. So it's not hanging out in his room anymore. The advisory room. Perhaps he's over there in the cardinal room. There's a lot going on there by the look of it. And Ghost Priest. All right on cue.
Right.
Are you of any relation to Ghost Bandit, who's coming to kill us?
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they?
As everyone goes for the last-ditch effort.
The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
Doesn't seem to be much of concern to those who lead such wars. We're far from save ourselves as necessary sacrifice. It's better than dragging the war out. I guess that's true. Well, oh, right. I just remembered this is one of my probably my favorite Linhart line in the game comes from. So I probably answered this before. Let's answer it again. It's better than dragging the war out.
I can appreciate that. But just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
Sage advice. The second best line, of course, is Flame. No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. And the third best line is probably something something, reeling in the big one, something something saith.
It seems that there are some Shambhala loyalists in Nemesis's forces.
I mean, I would imagine most of them are, right?
As long as they're around, we can expect them to continue with their cruel experiments.
We must win.
Yes, we have to. It's the only way to ensure nobody else will go through what I went through. We must obliterate them in the next battle. It's the only recompense for Edelgard's death.
Do what we can.
Fodlan is essentially no more. We have nothing standing between us and Nemesis. If we're defeated, the whole land will be in great danger. We have no choice but to stake our lives on stopping the...
I mean, there are still plenty of noble houses who are up and kicking. From what I understand, we didn't, decimate all the Imperial ones. But no, we should still, try not to die and stuff. See you on Ash.
I hear some super strong and evil fellas are after Lady Rhea.
This is what I hear also.
She just barely made it back to Garreg Mach. And then this has to go and happen? I'll protect Lady Rhea as best I can. And you're gonna do the same thing, aren't you, Professor?
Damn straight!
Yeah, I know you will. Cut him down, Professor. Get every last one of those guys.
Well, I don't know. I'll get enough to win the game.
The King of Liberation wakes after a 1,000-year slumber. Feels like I'm living a nightmare.
I feel the same way.
You too. I hope you're not following my lead on this one, Professor.
Well, you're welcome to go in front if you'd like.
Maybe this Nemesis who's attacking us isn't even the real thing. Either way, the damage and death he's causing are real enough. I will fight to protect those who need it.
Good man. Well, how are you doing in the wake of all this resurrection of old demon bandits and stuff?
Life can be tough, you know.
It does,
but
again.
If you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build friends, right?
That and eating together and sorting together on murder missions.
And I've got friends, Professor. Plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
You should relax. There's still hope. Time to give up. There's still hope.
But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope?
I don't know. Pick some random person in the monastery and then go beat up some giant lizards together until the hearts fly out of your head. And then you get to have a weird conversation.
At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
Well, there's Lorenz. If that's any consolation. And in fairness, I find it hard to believe that Hanneman is ever not thinking about you. Dropped a sandwich on the ground, and when she picked it up, she said, "See, second law." Down here in the depths, we still have to talk to Yuri. Oh, those three. I was about to list them off, but Happy's the only one up top. Hello.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Is the something you want to report that you want to live?
A nosy little bird told me some undead jerk is coming to attack us.
Fury bird.
That's just silly, though. Pure silly.
Perhaps.
On a personal note, I'm, chewing on an idea.
Oh my god.
Marriage. I'm thinking of getting hitched. If I do, I may have to move up top.
Please tell me it's to the sister of the person he was friends with.
I'd like to leave this place on my own 2 feet, not in a body bag. I want to live.
Don't worry, they wouldn't get a body bag for you.
So, please win this one, Professor.
Don't think they had those this time.
Do it for all of us.
Okay, I'll try. Wait, does she live far away or something? Good for you, man. Traveling for love and all. All right, mysterious teacher, what are you thinking? Any S ranks in us? I don't know if there could be any, but... Huh. Strength 44 is considered high for Raphael, is it? Wouldn't have thought. Maybe there is no overall rating S.
I expect much from this one. Now let me
Most of us are at an A or a B, though. Funny enough, Claude is at a B, even though he's one of our most useful. Because they're looking for across-the-board good stats, and he's just got amazing, amazing speed. Her devotion to her training has borne fruit. She'll prove to be a valuable asset on the battlefield. No kidding! Growth in defense is astounding. At least some things are as they should be.
Fare thee well.
Maybe you can get an S if you have 5 stars in, like, literally everything. Hey, you three!
In the end, I guess it's a good thing Holst isn't joining us. If Nemesis could rough up my buddy that bad, he must be tough as hell.
Do you think we can win?
Between the two of us, we can't lose. Not to mention our allies. We've escaped death, and we'll do it again.
Guess you're right. It would be pretty weird if we escaped all this other improbable stuff and then died at the finish line.
I swear to avenge Holst. Huh? He doesn't have to be dead to be avenged. Don't play semantics with me.
I would never dare. Although I will admit, the words did cross my mind.
I won't allow our dream to be snuffed out by
Aw.
one who should be long dead.
Thank you for the correction.
The coming battle will demonstrate to all the world the power that I, Constance von Nouvelle, wield.
You sound eager. Well, actually, no. I look forward to that.
You shall know it when you see it.
I'm sure I will. It's also my dream that Nouvelle be restored, so...
Throughout my life, I'm always calculating, always trying to suss out what will happen next.
And then something like this happens, and it's like, well, screw me, I guess.
But this? I never could have predicted Nemesis rising from his grave and coming to kill us all. Who'd have figured?
Who would have figured, indeed? Oh, I figured that.
Cute. But not that cute, right?
It's a little cute.
Anyway, we're backed into a corner, so may as well make the most of it, yeah?
Yeah.
I came here with my grandpa, but then he fell down.
Oh, no.
And now he's not moving anymore.
Oh, no.
Did my grandpa die?
Oh, no.
I don't know what to do.
What? Oh, no. How do I answer that? Where's your mother?
My mommy and daddy went to a field. They're still not back yet.
No, don't say was it called Grandra by chance? No, that's messed up. Why would you put that in my head at the end of this game? No. Oh my god, someone please help this child. Where's the help child button? Please tell me one of you is this kid's parents. Both of them. Is it one of you? Don't just nod at me, this is a crisis! Oh no, that poor kid. Well, at least there's always garbage. Training lance, training axe, silver bow. Neat! Here kid, a lance just for you. Looks like you're on your own, buddy. What a horrific note to end on. But that's all the time we have for this episode, and that's the end of this monastery day. So, next episode will be our big training montage where we go through all 4 of those days battling and hopefully accrue a bunch of money quickly at the monastery. We'll probably just do 10 Claude training tournaments again to get as much money as possible, buy so many resources that we'll be able to repair everything without worrying about it for the final battle, finally. Claude's flabber is casted and my crest is fallen. That poor kid. Wouldn't be Fire Emblem if they didn't leave me off with like just something a little bittersweet. Oh my god, look at those ridiculously cool curls that Constance has. I'd never noticed that. Next video going up on the channel is bad. Guild Wars 2 at this time of year has its little adventure box festival where it's basically like there's a little platformer thing you can go play if you didn't know about it. And there's a super hard mode that is dumb and also the best thing in the world. And I tried it with my 120 ping and it went less good than one might have wanted it to go. But I tried my best, damn it. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode of Fire Emblem 3 Houses Are Verdant when Assassin's Only One. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! I should ask Mrs. Indy about it. Family photo added to the board record. During the Feast of Blessings on the day before the rite. It seems I wonder who who insisted the photo be taken. I wonder if it was one of the victims, since they knew it would they were going to be murdered later on or something. Oh, which I guess if to rust in me, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he had this photo taken.